Hey guys, it's Bobbie at the Paper Jungle. I am back with another design team project for the Country Craft Creations. This is a small album. It measures 5 by 7 with a 1-inch spine. It is made out of a file folder and the artisan cardstock. So on the front I have one of the cut-aparts which I've elevated on some cardstock and just a little can't even think of the name. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words. Doily. Duh. There you go. On the spine I just have a piece of the design paper and then it goes around to the back. And I've used 2 colors of her seam binding from Tammy's store, the blue and the yellow, not the golden but the lighter yellow. Whoops. And when you open it, we have a pocket here, a side tuck. And this little folder opens out with 3 photo mats, and it's just plain on the back. Have a little tuck spot here, and then this is also loose so that you can tuck something under there, or you can put it in here as well. And it's just another little photo mat with 2 smaller photo spots in it. This paper is so pretty. I didn't want to glue anything right to the paper. I just want to be able to enjoy it. The colors are just gorgeous in this collection. Then on the right hand side you have another little tuck spot. This one actually opens out so that you could glue a photo here if you wanted to, and it is held by a magnet, and I just have 1 photo mat in there for the time being, but it will hold more. I used one of the gel embellishments that came in your Craftology kit just to embellish a little bit further. Then on the back side of that you have a double photo mat, and these are just tacked in the center in case whoever receives it wants to put something else in its place. I did not glue it completely down. And then we have a little envelope here. It's mounted on the center hinge. Has another photo mat in it, but you can see it's got tons of room in it. You can get lots of things in there. And it's held with a magnet as well. Then on the back side of that page we have a little tuck spot by using one of the cut-aparts. We have another fold out. I have one of the large cut-aparts in there, backed on white cardstock. And again, you can add a photo here and over here. And this just uses 1 file folder. And then I have a little booklet here, 2 photo mats, and another one of the little gel embellishments that came in the collection. And then we have a little notebook here with lots of paper so that you can journal in there. And then we have another photo mat just on a solid white background. And I've added, I used some of that gold twine that you've seen me use recently. I just love that stuff. And a little piece of ribbon that came from a previous package Tammy had sent me in one of the cut-aparts. So I try to use everything that I can. And this is actually open here so that you can tuck something in there as well. So that's my little album. I thought it was really sweet. It's small, but it holds a lot. So that is using offcuts from the Craftology box that we just did last Sunday. So I am working on another file folder project for you, and I should have it ready in a couple days. So I hope you'll leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this. I'm real happy with it. The colors are just beautiful, and I don't think you can go wrong with this collection no matter what you make. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and I am going to show you how I constructed the little folder right now. So let me get my scoreboard out here. So you need 2 pieces of a file folder, and when you open your file folder out, and it's actually going to take 2 file folders, I'm sorry, I said 1. So the first piece you need is the full length of the file folder, and you're going to cut it at 7 inches high. And I went from the top, this is one of the top tabs. When it's closed, it's like this when you buy it. So I scored it at 2. And wait a minute, yeah, 2, 7, 7.5, 8, and 8.5. Oh, and 9. Then I'm going to turn it around to the opposite long end. We're going to score again at 2 and at 4 1/8. That is going to be your first piece. The second piece is a center tab right here. So you're going to put it in with the long edge at the top and the cutout section here on your left. And you're going to score at 3.5, then at 8, and this normal score on your folder is at 8 3/4, and we're going to use that this time. And you'll score again at 9.5. And then we're going to turn it around to the opposite side, and we're going to score at 4. So that's all for the second one. Now we need to do some gluing. Let me get my mat back up here. So where we scored all of these tabs, it was 7, 7.5. You're going to take the 7.5 and the 8.5 and pull them together. So this is 7.5, 8, and 8.5. You're going to make your hinge. And we're going to glue that together. Ooh, my pen was kind of stuck. I'm just going to use the Artisan. You can use whatever your favorite glue is. And we're just going to bring those two together and burnish it down really well. Turn it over. Let me find my other one. There it is. I like this one the best. It gives the sharpest crease. And then I'll turn it the other direction and burnish it again. Now this is the normal score, and we're not going to worry with that. So on this first fold, you're going to fold it in. And on this one, you're going to fold in. Now you have an option here. I cut this section off, but if you want to keep it, you can fold it back for another tuck spot, but that's totally up to you. I didn't. I cut it off. So let me get my cutting board. And I'm just going to take it off just past the fold. Okay, so that will fold up here. I didn't get that very straight. Let me take a little bit more off of it because I left some of that score line, and I don't like the bubbled edge from the score line. Didn't get it perfectly straight anyway. There we go. Much better. Okay, now the second piece. This is also a hinge, but it is a 3/4 inch hinge. I wanted it to be larger to hold the envelope that goes in the center. So all we're going to do with this is add glue to both sides of this hinge. 1/2 inch, I just didn't think it was enough to hold the whole thing. And we're going to sit this right over that 1/2 inch and line it up at the top and the bottom and just burnish that together. Now I want this to lay straight. There we go. Now this, you can make this fold to the front or the back, whichever you want. I used it. These are the ones that I had with the magnet that opened out. This will close here. You can fold this towards the front or the back, either one. I had mine towards the front, but either way works. So it goes like that. And that makes your basic album. Just like that. Oh, I forgot to fold the hinges. The spine, I mean. That's your spine. And this one. Okay, that makes your basic album. Where you have your hinge right here on the outside, you want to flatten it out and cut yourself a strip the length of the album, just shy of 1 inch, and we're going to glue that across where we made that hinge, the 1/2 inch hinge, just to give it more support. And then when you add your design paper, that also builds it up. So we're going to just add that right in over the top of it. And that supports your spine a little bit more. Okay. And there's all our pages. Whoops. I need to give it time for the glue to stick. Now we need, for these little pages that are, let me see if this is 1 inch. We need some 1 inch pieces to make our pockets. Yeah, that's long enough. So I'm going to score this at a 1/2 inch. Just like that. Oh. Went off the beaten track there. We're going to score it at a 1/2 inch, and then we're going to cut it at 1 inch. There's that. And my pencil. She's gone to work. Okay, let's burnish this. Now for these little places that I actually made pockets inside the front and back covers, just measure the height of what you need. I don't know what I did with my pencil. Oh, hey, wait a minute, here's one. And we're going to cut it just short of that. And then you'll glue so the scored side goes towards the edge of your page. Got too many flaps working here. You put this right along the edge, and we need one on the other side for this. Measure the height of that right here, and cut that. glue on that one. Always put your fold towards the outside edge. And then we'll add glue to these two tabs. And you put your pocket down. And that's going to be the one with the magnet. And it wants to wing up in the air, of course. Let me grab see if I got a paper clip over here to hold it down. Got a couple of biggies, but it's better than having it flop around. Alright, this is one for a magnet. This is where your envelope goes. This is the other magnet. I'm going to fold it towards the back so it's out of my way, but you can fold it whichever way you want. Okay, for the envelope, and I've got the measurements on the cutting list for you. You're going to fold on your score lines and burnish. And I rounded the points on mine. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I like it that way. And then I marked with a pencil and I cut this point off of mine. But you can leave it long if you want. Either way it works. Once you get your envelope established, for this to be in the center of your envelope, we have to cut the bottom part off. So put it in your cutting board and make sure your score line is lined up with one of these lines so that you know it's straight. Mine has a wire in it so I can see when I'm on the score line. This is just 2 1/8, and this point is at 2 1/8, so I know I'm straight. I'm going to cut that off. Now I'm not going to glue this one down because when I finish this album I'll use design paper for the envelope. But what you want to do is add glue to this side and adhere this to the front of the envelope. Now for me, I would trim that off to match, but that's up to you. I did on mine so it doesn't stick out. And then I like to add a piece of tape back here to cover this bulk so that when you slide something in the envelope it doesn't hit on that and stop. So once you have this trimmed and glued down, then this piece will glue to the back. And once you've trimmed these off, then you can fold your envelope up around it. I'll have to put it in front of it for now since I haven't trimmed it down. Then your envelope will close around the hinge. Alright, so that's the whole mini album in a nutshell. That's it. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I love to hear your comments. So if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, whatever, just let me know. Put it in the comment box, and I try to answer as quickly as I can. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye.